Jalen, Joe Collins, WAB Public Media. We saw you run to the locker room in the second half. What was that?
Just a little cramp. Yeah, I'll be all right. Yeah, just a cramp.
Ashley Beach with the Post. I spoke earlier this week with B-Rod. He was talking about really building team chemistry. How do you feel today went with that, the team chemistry? You know, you had a lot of substitutions. Either or, your choice.
You got it.
I think today it was a good test for us. You know, kind of a lot of guys' first time playing in front of fans. It gave them a chance to kind of see like how to communicate in a gym with people in it. And I think it was a great test for us, especially like getting into our huddles, talking about what we're in, those types of things. I think it was a great experience for everybody.
Will Cunningham, the Post. Jalen, you had 2 steals. The team had 15 overall. You guys forced 23 turnovers. What worked for you guys on defense tonight? You were able to get out of transition a lot.
We just put an emphasis before the game just on getting deflections. I think we have pretty athletic guards and bigs, and we have to use that to our advantage, especially against teams like this.
Joe.
Question for Jalen. You got your first taste of the combo crowd. What did you think of it?
Oh, it was great. The student section was loud and strong for exhibition game, and I know it's only going to get better as the season goes on, so definitely great.
Alex Michaela, WAUB. AJ, you're only a sophomore, but you know, in terms of time spent on the team, you were up there with Ben and Miles and all them. How has that kind of played into your role this season?
Coming back, being one of the 6 returners, that's a big part. You know, with 9 new guys, just kind of helping them show how Ohio plays basketball and kind of help molding our freshmen and especially like our other freshman forward, helping him get up to where he needs to be, and just all the freshmen and helping all the new guys out.
Question for either one of you. Over the summer, I saw you guys all went paintballing. Who's the best paintballer?
Ben Roderick.
Ben Roderick, but he shot me 4 times
I got Jalen
in my
good.
back
From
so
about,
hard.
from about 3 feet away.
About 3 feet away. So
He had
but we
no
had
idea
fun.
I was there.
Ashley. AJ, you and Dwight were great rebounding tonight. You know, what were you seeing out there, and what helped you be so magnetic to the ball?
Both of us are very big and athletic, so I think that was a big part of it. And they just kind of tell us go get it, and we kind of really emphasized that tonight. And both of us just went and got it.
This can be for either of you. You guys were the only 2 to hit a 3 tonight. You guys were 2 of 23 overall. Do you think that was more of getting good looks and not hitting them, or were you guys rushing some shots?
Yeah, that's not going to happen again.
It was definitely rushing, and we had good looks. They just weren't falling. And you have nights like that.
Anything else from you? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
A little cold in here, isn't it?
I thought so.
It is a little cold. It is a little cold. Great to be back. Awesome student section tonight. I always love when the band's here. They bring a whole different dimension and add to the atmosphere. And it was good to play in front of people. You know, we have 9 new players. A couple guys. I think first time in front of fans. It was a little different for them, but I thought they settled in. And Capital's a good team to play. I knew coming in it would be a difficult team for us to guard by the way they play offensively. They don't have a true 5-man. We do. So our 5s are out in the perimeter guarding, and excited that exhibition scrimmage season's over, and we got first real game on Monday. So fire away with the questions.
Ashley Beach, the Post. Coach, earlier this week when we talked, you mentioned this being kind of a dress rehearsal. Did things that you hoped would go certain ways go the way you went, getting players out in front of a crowd? How do you feel they reacted?
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime, you can play a game in front of fans with so many new players that we have, it's very beneficial. And I was interested to see how some of them would respond. And I think a couple of our freshmen out there kind of, whoa moment, and they settled in. You saw it too, huh? And but I love our team. I love the makeup of the team. This will be good to watch on film. And I always tell them it's better to learn from winning than it is to learn from losing. You can learn from both, and we'll learn from it. Come in tomorrow, practice Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and head out down to Belmont.
Will Cunningham, the Post. Coach Dwight Wilson made his return today after missing all of last season. How nice was it to see him back on the floor, and what did you think of his performance tonight?
Yeah, you kind of take it for granted that he was out all last year, and I know this was an emotional game for him just to come back, and he played against Cincinnati in the scrimmage, but to actually put the uniform on, to go what he went through. I mean, he tore ACL, MCL, meniscus. It was tough for him, and our medical staff did a great job. Trainers did a great job. He did a phenomenal job rehabbing, and he's like a big pillar for us down there. He's like a comfort blanket for me. You just know what you're going to get out of him, and I'm excited to see how his journey goes this year.
Joe.
Joe Collins, WAB Public Media. I noticed that Miles Brown and AJ Brown were both not dressed tonight. Any particular reason? Yeah,
IJ is Zuma too. So we had 3 guys out. They're a little banged up. So we'll have one of them back on Monday. The other 2 will probably be a couple more weeks. But I think the 12 guys who did play, Quinn Corner just came back. He actually just practiced yesterday for the first time, and put him in there, and he was excited. So yeah, we should we'll have 13 of our 15 ready to go on Monday.
Alex McKayla, WAB. Last year, you guys didn't have like a quote-unquote true center just because of how talented Jason and Ben were for 6'8" guys with the ball and shooting and all that. This year, you guys bring back Dwight, you add Gabe. How do you think their presence is going to help the offense?
Yeah, that's a great question. And last year they were more a little non-traditional, perimeter post guys, and those guys posted really at 16, 17 feet and kind of backed them in. With Gabe and DJ, gives you more size, a physical presence down low. And Gabe's coming from Louisville. He didn't really play in 2 years. So this is really his first true minutes that he's really seen, and he'll continue to get better. He's been really good in practice. Those 2 battle every day against each other, and they're going to make each other better. But I think just the ability to throw the ball in the block, either get fouled, score a bucket, or get a double team, be able to kick out and get a wide open 3 is really going to be helpful for us.
Coach, we saw some great ball handling tonight. We saw some not great ball handling tonight. What do you hope to work on with that for the next game?
Yeah, I think our goal is to have 12 turnovers or less in a game. We had 7 at halftime, and we challenged them to have 10 or below in the second half. And I think for us, simple is better. Not trying to make the home run play, not trying to do too much in traffic. I think some of our turnovers, when you watch them, we'll look back and say, hey, you could do this a little different. They're correctable. And that's why these things are so beneficial. You can watch film, break it down, show them what they did, what they didn't do, what we need to get better at, what they did well. So ideally, 12 and under is the goal. The thing you don't want are live ball turnovers, right, where you throw the ball to the other team steal and it's a breakout. You're better off to have the dead ball where it's a travel, you throw it out of bounds. That way there's no transition coming back. So we'll look at those, and it's definitely an area we need to be really good at, keep the value of the possession.
Joe.
So you have 3 AJs on the team, AJ Brown, AJ Clayton, AJ Shelton. You found any nicknames to differentiate between the 3?
We got 3 AJs, we got an IJ, and we got a DJ. And it's funny sometimes because when you do say AJ, the wrong one looks, and then you say no, the other guy, and the other one looks, and nope, the third AJ. And a lot of times I'll call them by their last name, and just to figure out. But they're all great kids, and we'll try to differentiate that as it goes. I
asked Jalen and AJ before, because I saw you guys in the summer with paintballing, so I want to get your opinion. Who's the best paintballer on the team?
You know what, that was such a great team bonding experience, and I just turned 50 about a month ago, maybe a little longer, 2 months ago. And when I bent down, and anyone play paintball in here? Anyone? So right, when you're going, you got to crouch down, and I got bad knees as it is, 5 knee surgeries, 3 torn ACLs. So I'm crouching down, I was so sore afterwards. In the last game, I think it was Miles, but no one fessed up to it. Somebody hit me in the side of the head. I was out. When you're out, you got to throw your gun up or paintball up. So I'm walking this way. So I'm sitting duck, and someone hit. My head still kind of hurts right here, and no one fessed up to it. But I'm gonna remember that.
So obviously, you guys are young in terms of time spent here. Have you talked to veteran guys like Ben, Dwight? I saw Ben off the bench. He was on the bench standing up, kind of telling guys what to do, coaching a little bit. Have you told them how to kind of set an example and be a leader?
Yeah, definitely. And that was big for us, when those guys all came in the summertime. That's really when the leadership comes. And then we always told those guys, returners, Dwight, Miles, Illumide, IJ, Ben Roderick, everyone else is going to follow what you do. They're going to, see that you're in the gym extra, the way you handle yourself, the way you carry yourself in the weight room, off the court, on the court. And, that's what our culture is. And Ben and Miles have done a phenomenal job. DJ's done a really good job. Jalen Hunter's been a great leader for us. Tonight, it wasn't one of his best games, but he's been phenomenal the last couple months. He was great in the scrimmage against Cincinnati, and he's going to have a really good year for us. But, Ben tonight was kind of the steadying force, like you said, talking, making sure guys get in their huddles, just trying to do the right thing.
One more question. Ashley.
Elmore James had a great night for you guys. Just what are your perspective on his performance tonight?
Yeah, Elmore's going to be a really good player here. He's such a strong kid physically. He doesn't look like a freshman. And that's normally one of the biggest adjustments from high school to college is the physical nature of it. And he's such a great kid, number one. His older sister went to medical school here, graduated. He had that deer in headlights look when he first got out there. But he's such a good downhill driver for us. A guy can get in the paint. He averaged 26 points a game in high school, so he's got a knack to score. And I'm excited to see his growth and just get him experience. There's some things he's got to get better at, but we all do. Appreciate everyone coming. Good to see you. Good to be back. Go Bobcats.